Just fly after dark, man. I apologize for that. This Facebook is acting up, man, for that introduction, man. Um, y'all know I got the big homie, Mr. Michael Thompson on here. A lot of y'all know him as Meeko. Introduce yourself, big homie. I call him Big Unc, man.
Well, what part of me you want me to introduce?
Man,
That's a question.
talk, look into the camera, Unc, and tell him who you is.
Okay. Okay. You want me to start with Michael Thompson? You want to start with Meeko first?
I want to start with Meeko. I want to start
Okay.
with
All right.
Meeko.
All right. Well, Meeko is a person that earned his stripes in Flint, and like not many can say that, because the only one can give orders is the one who earns stripes. You can go in the military, you can go anywhere. Nobody gives orders unless they earn stripes. And so through the years, I put my work in, trying to help young people. That's how I got started with helping the young people, when they hit the gangs and stuff like that. I broke all the gangs up. And that's how I got the key to the city of Flint, the Proclamation Award, NAACP Youth Award, Outstanding Achievement Award, Humanitarian Award, and the key to the city. And and then I own businesses called Meeko's Incorporated. And through these businesses, I developed a lot of good friendship and with a lot of good people. But my thing is, the most important thing I've ever done in my life is breaking the gangs up in Flint, because that was a time when a lot of them boys could have lost their life. A lot of boys that's doing well now, they was one of the ones that I saved. The ones doing real good, and learned about businesses and learned about all different things. But they're doing well. And so I'm thankful for that I helped save some lives, especially young lives, because they were trying to get $400,000 for prosecution and conviction of young people. And I knew these young people were going to be people of color. So that's the reason why I got involved. And that's the reason why I broke the gangs up myself with my own money. And also I gave them a recreation center for doing that. So, and then we can go on and on. We can go on and on different things that I have done, and it helped a lot of people, I helped a lot of different businesses in Flint as well.
Okay.
But
Go ahead, big homie. Go ahead.
at the same time, that's one of the reasons why I probably went to prison. It was because for some reason I was doing good, saving lives, Black lives.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, big homie, what is the Michael Thompson Clemency Project about? When was it founded? What's that about?
It was about when I got out of prison.
Okay.
After doing 25 years. I didn't want nobody else. I wanted some guys to walk out like I walked out. And I knew that the way the system was going, a lot of them guys are going to die in there. If it don't be for people like myself and Last Prisoner Project and Cresco Lab and like the Shine Kings, the Snoop Doggy, like a lot of people to help me. Kim Kardashian, all them people helped me. Montel Williams, all them is people to help me. And so, but how many people don't have them kind of people to help them?
Exactly.
That's still in there, man. So what I'm doing is using my voice. I want to use my voice and the friends that I created to help me get out, to help them, help some others get out as well. And so that's how the Michael Thompson clemency came about.
Okay.
My man.
And just
Mm.
to get it clear, big homie. Just to get it clear. What did you do 25 years for?
3 pounds of marijuana.
3 pounds.
3 pounds of marijuana.
3 pounds.
Wow.
Wow.
Man.
Wow.
Unheard of.
The system right there tell you that the system is broken. It's broken, man. America is dealing with a broken system. But the ones who paying is the people of color. Those are the ones that paying, because you got all them guys in there doing 30, 40, 4 years. You got they're using words like habitual offender. They're using words like felony murder. But all of them is words that are used for people of color. They don't use them for other guys, whites and stuff like that. They don't use that for them. But you got most of you guys stuck in there, and those are the ones that we trying to get out. We just got one guy out, that did 30-some years,
40.
40 years, 40 years.
Yes, sir.
So it's just that they use these slick words, but it's really a rope for people of color. Habitual offender, felony firearm, and all that. See, my thing is like this. The system, you looking for a rope, they're hanging people. You're looking for a rope for they used to hang people with. They don't use them ropes no more. They use the courtroom now. They use the courtroom, and they use the white road. They use the black road. And
go ahead, big homie.
And people is hurting, man, inside the prison system. They're hurting, man. They need help. And that's the reason why, the Michael Thompson clemency is not, it don't come without, asking for help. Because it takes money to get a guy free, man. It just don't come free. They just don't listen to me and then they do it. No, they listen. They want some money and then they do it. And I can tell them the ones that I feel deserve it, but at the same time, it takes money.
Right, man. I was MDOC horrible, man. MDOC horrible. But you know what, Meeko, big homie, not only do guys need help from you getting out, they need help. They don't have a family to come home to, man. I was in there, several guys, they stayed past they stay because they didn't have nowhere to go home to. You know what I mean? I ran into that a bunch of times. Guys had to, you know what I mean? They had nowhere to go to when they got out.
Right.
Everybody wasn't fortunate like you to have a family support. You know what I mean?
Well, no, back up.
He also gives family support to people that come home.
Okay.
That's how me and him got out, because he would
let him tell it.
He'd be like, catch up with my people. Meeko, I'm very blessed to know you.
Yeah, thanks, man. But my thing is, when you said family, man, I lost my family. The prison have a way of destroying your family. Right. And when a person gets incarcerated, some families is different. You know what I'm saying? White family, Chinese family, Mexican family. But black families are a little different. And when you get locked up, it seems like they dissociate themselves with you. And then when you're doing something good, they'll be the first ones to hug you. But all I'm telling you is this, man. I lost my family, and everything. When I come out of prison, I look for have at least something, a pair of drawers or something. I have nothing. So when you started speaking about family, I made my family. I made me a whole new family.
Okay.
And when you're speaking about the word family is something that I'm building on now. Because the family I once knew, they wasn't there.
There we go. Maurice, you want to chime in, man?
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
I'm good.
yeah, but I want to say something back to Mr. Meeko. Could you tell everybody exactly how many people you have helped already in your short time out? Because you haven't really been out that long.
No, I helped a lot of people, man, and it's glad, it's good you brought that question up because just today I was speaking to Cresco Lab, and we were working on something trying to help a lot of people get out. Now, the answer to your question, I don't know how many. Indirectly, directly, I don't know how many, because I know that we've been doing a lot of work and a lot
A
of people
lot of
been
work.
hearing it. A lot of people been hearing us, and a lot of judges, a lot of lawyers, and a lot of people that shows humanity towards another human being. A lot of them been here. So indirectly, directly, no telling how many people I didn't have to get out of prison. But one thing about me is I'm not trying to be a motivational speaker. I'm not trying to be no politician. I speak to one heart to another heart and hope I can touch the conscience of the person that I'm speaking to. That's where I'm at.
All right. So let
And
me
one
see.
thing I'm not, and I want to make this perfectly clear, is one thing I'm not, and that's for sale.
Amen.
Hey,
Amen.
hey,
Yes,
hey,
sir.
Big O, Miko, what kind of mental strain did that 25 years put on you, man? What did it do to you mentally?
Well, it fucked me up, man. Shit. Uh, just like a lot of people ain't gonna admit it, but anytime you find anybody that did over 20 years, anybody, they can talk, they can say what they want to say, and they can come out and put any kind of slick clothes on they want, and they can talk all the slick shit they want to talk. But I'm telling you, man, if you know somebody that did over 20 years, something that happened to them,
Yes, sir.
because
Facts.
it happened to me.
Facts.
And I ain't just speaking just to speak. I'm speaking from experience. I ain't speaking from somebody sitting on the outside looking in. I was in. Now coming to the outside speaking. And I'm telling you, man, that anybody that did 25 years, man, something that happened to him. Look, man, a lot of people don't know it, but anxiety attack is like a stroke inside the system. Big Mo will tell you that. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell you, Maurice Moore. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell you
Yeah.
something that happened to you, man.
Yes.
And that's really why you don't.
Psychologically,
Yeah,
physically.
yeah. And
I mean,
so,
no matter. I'm sorry about that. Go ahead, brother.
but what I'm saying is, don't laugh at them. Don't laugh at the guys that came out and dealing with that. You know, dealing with certain things, or they might be slow in certain areas and stuff like that. Don't laugh at them. Help them. Don't laugh at
Yes,
them.
sir.
Help them,
Yeah.
man.
Okay.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's what we need more of too, Miko. That's what we need more, because that is a problem. We have the wrong behavior behind their actions, and it's not helping them none. And they really need the help. And we should give them the respect and stuff. They serve their time.
Well, you know, I got a person. I got a person they call my point person. Her name Dee Dee Kirkwood, and she taught me about she taught me about, you know, not being so hatred towards people, because sometimes people get you to the point that that I don't even care to speak to them, man. Because some
Yeah,
people, you know, they smile in your face and then they stab you in your back.
Man,
You know,
I understand.
that right there, I don't like that, man. You know, I like for a person to be real with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't 1 minute say you're gonna help me and the next minute and I can't find your ass. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that there's people that coming out of prison is good people, man. There's good people and they do well out here if you give them a chance. But you got to give them a chance. Just like that thing I seen on news today in the county jail, how they gonna get guys, getting companies and stuff to get them guys jobs when they first get them jobs and they have a job before they get out. Get out.
Night
That's
program.
good.
The night
That's good.
program.
That's the best thing I ever seen.
We don't show them.
You know, that's good. And I applaud whoever is involved in that. I applaud all of them.
Hey, big
and
homie.
they can
Another
get
thing I think they need to do when when hot guys max out and they give you that little $75. But I
Yeah.
think they should give you more than that, man. You max.
much more.
There's one guy, man. I was up in Jackson, man, and he had that. He was on his way home, and the council came to his cell and stuff, was giving us instructions and stuff, and she gave him that check for $75 or whatever it was, a cash. And he said, this is exactly what he told her. He was an old school cat. He told her, um, so what I'm supposed to do with this? He said, y'all gonna make me go out here and knock over another gas station. I couldn't believe it, man. But I felt him
Yeah.
though. I felt what he
But
said.
but
You know
he
what
was
I mean?
real. He was
Yeah, he
real,
was real.
man.
He was still locked up, and he said this to them. To them
Wow.
white people. He was like, "What y'all want me to do? I'm gonna go out here and knock over another gas station." That's exactly what he
But
said, man.
but
That
that
shit
was
stuck
real
with me, man. You
real
know.
talk, man. That was real talk, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about real talk and action. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just like I tell you, I ain't no motivational speaker. I ain't trying to motivate no motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, what I'm trying to do is tell the truth. And then hopefully they can straighten some of this shit out they got going, you know what I'm saying, called the criminal justice system. You know what I'm saying? Because this justice system is messed up. Just like I spoke about that program they got going for guys getting jobs out here, man. That's good. That's good. But don't stop there. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some people need help out here, man. And there's some people can help them. They got the money, they got the power, they got everything. So why don't you help them? I'm for the people that you don't hear their voice. I'm for them. And the voices are saying this. We tired of hearing them clever speeches from them politicians that don't mean them no good. We tired of hearing the clever speeches, man. Where do it stop? And my thing is, if I ever have a politician on my list as a friend, you can believe one thing. He's a friend to everybody I represent. He ain't just no friend to me. He's a friend to everybody I represent.
Right.
Yeah.
That's facts, man. Cause like I said,
That's
Meeko,
real, man.
It's real.
you all right with me, and like I said, I'm proud to know you. Uh, I feel I wish that a lot of people would follow your format, far as serving their time and coming out and giving back and everything. And then also, I heard about all the great things you were doing while you was locking up to stop people from getting time added on to their time. The way you witness to young men and trying to help this be their first and only time in the prison system. I take my hat off for you for that. Because a
Hey,
lot of people just go in there and the only thing they think about is doing their time. But that wasn't the way you walk. And
you,
I take my hat off to you for that. We need more people like you.
let me say this since you said that. I wasn't gonna get into that, but let me say this. George Floyd, the one who got murdered. Got murdered. I was the only one. Muskegon Correctional Facility was the only prison because I was there and I the one that initiated the whole thing. And I was and that was the only prison in America that gave tribute to George Floyd inside the prison, man. We had a big dinner. We had all kind of munchies and all that kind of stuff. We had a lot of things going on. And don't you know, guys ain't never had a pop in 20 years, 30 years. We got them all pops. And we did and all I asked them guys to do is go back to their cell and stand there for how many seconds it was for them to kill him. And just stand in silence. Matter of fact, these people did a pod, and I'm gonna get you the name of it and everything. They did a good job, man, of the whole thing of what I done inside the prison.
I would definitely want that.
For George Floyd, man. It's a party, and it go play by play, man. Everything I done when I was in the prison for that George Floyd thing, tribute.
Hey, big homie. Well, look, that goes to get to my next question. It's perfect. I was gonna ask you. Always ask everybody to come on the show. How do you feel about police brutality and excessive violence against Afro Americans today, man? So you know what I mean. That go right with that.
Well,
how you feel about that, man?
Well, I feel about it. I just feel that it's sad that it's still going on. You know, but the only thing is it's getting worse because they got the cameras now. And if it wasn't for them damn cameras, shit, I mean, what do you think really would happen back during the day when I was coming up and you was coming up and all the others, Jones was coming up and Big Mo was coming up? What do you think about? All the things they got away with. That I mean, I remember when so many officers used to take us, take you to the graveyard and whoop the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey man,
don't make me tell on myself.
So them damn cameras. I'm glad they got them for shit. And then I'm glad they got these phone cameras because these phone cameras they catching their ass.
And that's definitely
you just don't know how many times I got robbed by the police, man. Got money out my trunk, and then they told me go about my business. They keep my car and keep my money, and I don't never hear no more about it. You'd be surprised, man. The things I done lost through police and all they. And they had this group called Fame in Flint, a police group called Fame. Man, hey man, good night. You talking about
man, hey, big homie. I just had an encounter with Fame. Back in 2014, man, it was ugly. It was ugly too. Hey, Meeko, it was ugly, man. And them jokers hit me so hard, right? They cracked my toenails, man.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey, look. I told my man. I told him, please. I ain't never told no motherfucker, please, man. I told him, please. But he drove me all across Middle Road. I had asphalt and blood, all of my white T-shirt, man.
Damn.
Bang was a motherfucker, man.
Hey man, you ain't gonna tell me nothing about Fang. Fang sold
right.
Fang was the one that arrested me, sold my Porsche, and then they sent me a letter. I mean a little card with a yellow, looked like a Pac-Man with a smile on it, saying we sold your Porsche. And then they said they sold my necklace. The necklace cost $40,000, and they say they sold my necklace for $2,000. You know what I'm saying? And what's so bad about it? The same group that arrested me and the same group that came down on me, those are the ones that did the auction for all my stuff. And the one who bought that necklace, his name was Michael. His first name started with Michael. I ain't gonna tell you his last name, but his first name started with Michael. and he ended up with my necklace, man. Now, how in the hell the same officers that arrest you can do the auction for your property?
Yeah, they dirty as hell, man. Dirty.
Ain't no
But
telling what pocket change they purchase it with.
yeah, they police will rob you, man. Man, I was getting robbed like every week on the regular, man. On Cloud Road, they was every time they see me, they was robbing me, man. They was,
Dang.
this you know what I'm saying. This is before that. What's that training day when they say if you wanna you wanna you wanna go to jail or you wanna go home. This is before then. You know what I mean, motherfucker. Hey, matter of fact, hey, big homie. Matter of fact, I was at Taco Bell on Cloud Road. Me and my man doing the transaction. Police jumped in the back seat and robbed both of us. Undercover and shit. Robbed both of us and shit. Man, they used to always do that shit, man. Dirty motherfuckers. But hey, it was that we was playing cops and robbers though. Hey, Meeko, we was playing cops and robbers though.
Yeah,
You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? Good
yeah,
guy, bad guy. Good cop, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I don't miss that shit. I
Hey,
tell you
man.
that.
Hey, what you said, man? You said they hit you so hard they split your toenail, man.
Yeah, my toenails cracked. Yeah, yeah. Hey, look. Hey, Meeko, you know, you be stuttering. I was stuttering and shit. Blood was running down my nose, up my mouth. I'm like, man, I ain't never, that white boy hit me so hard, man. Man, I'm trying to tell him, no, sir, I'm a corrupt. But bam. I'm like, man, I was like, man,
Hey,
I was so glad. Hey, I was so glad to see you on the county jail. I had him take me to the county, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But
oh man,
hey,
yeah, yeah.
big homie, Meeko, how the what's up on the movie? What's the name of the documentary you had?
The documentary, Michael Thompson sentencing. The only
Michael
thing that,
Thompson sentencing.
yeah, the only thing I do is go on YouTube. It's on YouTube right now.
I
It's
watched
called.
I watched a few minutes of Miss Woman, man. Ain't you up for an Oscar or something?
I was up for Oscar, but I lost. I came short. The reason why I came
You got
short because
nominated though.
yeah, I got nominated. Yeah.
You got
Uh,
nominated though. That's a victory within itself.
Yes,
but what
sir.
happened? What happened if the people? If I could have got the people's vote, I would have won it. But it's political, man. When you try to talk about the Oscars and stuff like that, it's political. And
It's so much
if it was for
political.
the people, because I spoke all over the country, man, and don't you know, all over the country, from Palm Springs to New York to Chicago, everywhere, Florida. Don't you know that they cried like babies when they seen that documentary, man? They cried like babies. The Hamptons, where all the rich and famous is, it was a grown man came and cried, billionaire, cried on my shoulders. And so if it was for the people's vote, I would have won it. But because there was, it's politics in that, man. There's money involved in that. But the thing is, if you ever seen the documentary is well done.
I was
Says
finna say that you
well
had a
put
great
together.
team. You had a great team. Shout out to your Meeko's team.
Shout out to what now?
To your team. You had a great team. That was very well put together.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. It's well put together by a guy,
Yes, sir.
producer named Cal. Yeah, yeah, it was well done.
And how smoothly you had the capital. Man, that was a work of art, man. I gotta steal that one from you. That was a smooth transaction. I like that. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
All right.
when you get a bunch of Flint people together, man, you can get things get kind of chaotic, and
Yeah.
it wasn't no room for no chaos that night. I loved it. I loved the way everybody got along. I just the flow of everything was beautiful. I really
yeah,
appreciate and
yeah, but
yeah.
yeah. We could have got a whole lot more people in there, but the reason why we had to stop it, I don't know why they did, but they stopped it because they didn't think they had enough
Smoothness,
food.
man, Meeko, the smoothness. Man,
Yeah,
boy. See, you was at the front of the madness, so I was at the back of the madness.
yeah.
So trust me, they was on point. There was a,
Okay, okay.
that was a great time for me. I'm really glad that I went and experienced that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike
See,
McCarty for
see,
coming through and bringing me my ticket at the last minute.
Yeah, my
Cause wasn't
McCarty.
nobody getting in without no ticket. It wasn't
No,
no
right.
come
no.
to the door and call Meeko.
No, no, no. Yeah, no,
I
no.
was
Hey,
like,
one time,
Mike, man, I'm
Meeko.
just gonna go down. I'm just gonna go there and call for you or call for Meeko. It ain't gonna work
Right,
that way,
right.
Rich.
Yeah.
it ain't happening.
Yeah, they had everything together, man, you know. But the thing is, what I want you to know, man, is this. People like yourself and people like there's guys doing some good things. I can't name them all, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But all I want to say to the guys is really trying to do something for the city of Flint. I just want to say this to you. I want to say that I just hope you're doing it from your heart, man. And I hope you ain't doing it for trying to get no money, you know what I'm saying? And then when you don't get no money and then you disappear.
Damn,
I'm
damn, Meeko, you just named half a Flint.
Well, Meeko, man, maybe that's why you like me, cause you know I'm taking nails when it comes to setting up for this season.
Hey, hey, big homie, you
Y'all
just
cool.
But
named
it's
half a
worth it.
Flint. Shit.
Darren, y'all cool, man.
It's worth it.
That's a lot. That's a lot of people, T.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're not lying though, Maurice. I know them. Man, I'm in the mix, and they
Yeah.
are not lying.
A
But
bunch of opportunists,
Meeko,
man. A bunch of opportunists, man. Everybody got their own agenda, man. See, if everybody was on one accord, it would be different.
They'll be
Everybody
powerful,
got their
man.
own agenda, man.
They'll be
Everybody got their own
powerful.
agenda. You know, you know
See,
what I'm saying? But
power brings everything. You know what I'm saying? It brings the money, it brings everything. And when you got numbers, you got power.
and that's what Flint don't understand.
Right.
They really don't understand that our strength is in our number. And then what my problem that I have with everybody is there's something that we all have in common. But instead of us talking about what we have in common, we always got to talk about what we don't like about people or groups, or it's just
But they're
always what
different.
they don't like. And
Right.
why can't we solve this problem that we all have? And then our problem with each other won't even be that bad.
Yeah.
hey,
Well,
hey, hey,
Well,
hey, hey, Meeko,
let me answer
I'm
that.
just gonna say it, man. I don't give a fuck who get mad at me. I'm just gonna say it. Flint is a bunch of yes men. What else I want to say?
Ass kissers.
In crowd popular. If you ain't a popular Flint motherfucker, if you ain't tap dancing, cooning, and all that type of shit, you ain't accepted. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If you don't,
you're on
they
our
clip
side.
hop, all that shit, man. You know what I mean? Instead of just
yeah.
like I said, come on one accord, man. But that's
Well, see,
Flint for you, man.
y'all got to remember, this is this is a long standing practice with our people. You know, it's a learned behavior to hate ourselves. You know, that's that Willie Lynch thing. You know, but
Yep.
I'm here to say, my pops, he more like a pops to me, Meeko. Before this was the Michael Thompson clemency. He was one of the first guys to give me a job at 12. So Meeko, and I'm 55. So this brother been doing this forever, and he did the same thing as y'all mentioned in prison. And I just don't want to just speak on Meeko, in terms of his plight, but I'll get behind Meeko, and if there was more brothers like him, I'll get behind and support them, because I believe in it takes a village, and we got away from that, because I know everybody on the panel remember when you used to get your ass whooped when you did something even before you got home, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so reason why that was so important, because the penitentiaries wasn't full, because we was everybody raised each other. Now you can't say nothing to a kid without the mother or somebody talking about they go shoot you. But black folks, Meeko can attest to this, and I'm pretty sure you can too, T-Cell. When a brother come to prison, man, I ain't giving that Ian nothing, man. What he here for? Let a Mexican or a white guy come to prison. Oh, what you need, buddy? Hey, I got this for you. I got a care package for you.
Hey, Maurice, hold on right quick. When a Mexican come to prison that night, after he hit the yard, he got a pair of gym shoes, he got a bootleg TV, and he got a bag full of snacks.
Right.
That's a Mexican.
Yeah, but
One of your fellas come from the hood, and you
man,
might bring him out. You might bring him out a honey bun. You might.
You
know
might.
what I'm saying?
If you ain't talking about a 2 for 1 for it.
Yeah, but it's one thing. One thing I want to say, Big Mo. People ask me all the time. They tell me about me being out and how I got to be real careful, which I do, because I'm still on parole. And they just denied me. Many correctional officers, agents, pro agents, tried to get me off parole just recently. And
Hold on. Excuse me, big homie. You just say you still on parole?
yeah, man.
Oh my God.
And they tried to cut me loose, man. The higher up, somebody in the higher up, but you got 4 supervisors sign off, and they denied me, so I got to do 2 more years.
What they give you, a 36? What they give you, What they give you,
They give a 4-year parole.
Damn.
And see, so a lot of people don't understand. I'm still doing time, man. And I'm under the jurisdiction, so really it's 25 years, 27 years.
You ain't free till you get that paperwork. You ain't free till you get that paperwork.
Right. And see, but this is what I want them to know. This is what I want them to know. If they really trying to hurt me physically or mentally, this is what I want them to know. Who trying to hurt me physically or mentally? You can't do no more to me than you done already done. So if you trying to hurt me by keeping me on parole, you're not hurting me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a strong black man.
Well said.
That's who I am.
Actually, they hurting the people because they trying to stifle you from what you can give to the people with their limitations of how you can move. But they still ain't gonna stop that because, like the brother said, like Rick said, you got a great networking system, man. You got a lot of people that believe in you, and we humbly pray that it continue. People like myself who believe in your cause. I'm gonna support you just because of the man that you've been a stand-up guy, man, since you've been in existence. So I think your reputation supersedes itself. I'm not trying to put you on a pedestal or nothing, or say something that's not there because who I am. But I think everybody on the panel can attest to this, that your name has always been associated, man, with that of with a good character. And so this transition off into justice reform, it only solidified and reinforced that who you really are anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we know, those of us who know you and those who don't know, that just with a little bit of homework, know that you are replicable, that you're credible.
Hey, Maurice, this one thing before I close. I wanted to make sure this get out, that I want to make sure that all your listeners write their congressmen, senators, and this vote coming up. I forgot the name of it. I don't have it around hand because I don't have my paperwork. But there's a vote coming up. See, what they're doing is they need to let these marijuana companies, dispensaries, bank their money in the bank. They need to let them put their money in the bank, man. They need to finalize this vote, and it's very important, man, because this would help a lot of people. This would help a lot of people in many different ways. And then you talk about me. Well, if you know me, well, the dispensaries, they're gonna be with me.
Right.
They're gonna be with me if this vote come across where they can let them let these people put their money in the federal banks. It'll help a lot of people. It'll help Jones. It'll help all y'all Karens. It'll help everybody that's trying to do something because they got enough money. Those especially who had the money to do it, but they can't put their money in no banks.
For real?
So no.
For real?
So you tell me dispensaries they can't put their money in the bank?
No.
They run the punitive, they run the punitive because it's still not recognized on the federal level, So therefore, we can say that it's legal, but if they wanted to, act the ass, they can come and shut it down,
Damn, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, they're not collecting no taxes on the federal level.
Well, I'm gonna give you the information in writing so you can understand it better. I'm gonna give it to you. You can read it for yourself, and then I'm gonna give you what I need for you to put out there to the people. You know what I'm saying? To get this thing legal, because if you get it legal, the ones who are gonna benefit is the people of urban areas. They're gonna benefit big time.
Maybe we could have kept our bank open.
Yeah, there you go.
We don't even got. We don't. How many banks we got, Meeko? 1, 2?
Shit. I didn't think we had one. Shit.
We got one down. We got 2 downtown.
Yeah.
And one of them was small like Burston.
Well, when you say our bank, is you referring to African Americans? Or that?
No, definitely no. I'm talking just residents of Flint. Benefits to the residents of Flint.
Okay. Well, without taxation, there's no representation. So I believe that we should be represented, in the economic force with our own banks like Magic Johnson and Gerald Busby. These cats own banks, and that's what I thought you were speaking of. Period. But I would like to go back to some justice reform initiatives, if y'all don't mind for a second. With the Michael Thompson Clemency Project, I've been home 11 years. But what this brother have accomplished in 2 years, I have not accomplished in 11. Okay, and I'm speaking that truth. I have done a lot of things to gain traction. And a lot when I came home, brothers weren't even having this conversation about justice reform. This was before Kim Kardashian. People thought, and I'm not hating on her, like she's the martyr for justice reform. But I was out here when people was like, man, we ain't trying to hear that. And I ain't just talking about brothers. They weren't even having this conversation. So I'm glad to see people like Meeko and a whole lot of organizations, at the front line. And I can't speak on them per se, and I'm not no hater, but a lot of these cats that's into this, man, is in it for the fame, fortune. And I know quite a few of them. I refuse to speak on names. They want to be on TV, but the work is gruesome, but the work is rewarding. You know what I'm saying? You should feel good when you reach back and you walking the brother up out of prison, man. Because not only that you was there, but you reuniting families, man. That guy got a mother. He got a daughter or something, man. It ain't about you. It ain't about that check. Sometimes we don't even get paid. It ain't even about no money, But the work should be humbling. And see what I'm saddened about is the average person still ain't having this conversation. We need guys like you, T-Cell, to be able to give us a platform to be able to speak this, And we commend you and thank you for that. However, you don't see this on nightly news. You don't see this on mainstream TV, even though they say they ready. They not ready. Because let me tell you something. I believe that they'll give us justice reform before they give us reparation. Okay. Now they're not going to apologize for none of that. But what they will, when you think about these numbers, 2.6 million people incarcerated. 1.9 of them look like you and I. So that right there tells you where they at with it, because it's about that money, right? Okay. So we had a governor in Michigan for 3 terms named England. When I went to prison in 1986, I did 27 years. When I went to 86, they had 9 prisons, brother. When I left prison, they had 52. Michigan built this as a business. Now, watch where I'm going with this. Texas, California, and Florida is some of the biggest states with a lesser prison population with a lesser budget. They run their system off $1 billion. Michigan run their system off $2 billion. they got double the population and less the crime. So when you talk about privatizing, scaling prisons, Michigan seen General Motors leave. So this guy had this idea, man. Well, let's build these prisons. Well, if you build these prisons, you got to fill them, right? Well, they created all these laws. And I'm on the law side, man. You know, I'm a paralegal and I've studied law for 38 years. I watched all these bills get passed to punish and to set up in different demographics that look like us. So when you get to that 1.9 million people that's incarcerated, mind you, Michigan, I mean, not Michigan, but the United States had the biggest incarceration rate of the world. So people on the outside of the United States is looking at, why y'all mistreat y'all people like that? They all locked up. Well, it's a business. The Clinton group, look up the Clinton group. That was Bill Clinton, Vernon Jordan, Hillary Clinton. They was the first ones to own. They was the first ones to own prisons. Okay, look this up. I'm not making it up. So in '94, this president today, Joe Biden, was a senator, and he wrote this.
He drafted the crime bill. He drafted the crime bill.
Yeah, he drafted the crime bill. Now, fast forward, some 30 years later, he's president of the United States. But this is the same man in 1977, only 10 years removed from the civil rights. He said he didn't want his sons, he didn't want the integration of the schools. This is 77 now. But some years later, he wrote this crime bill with us in mind, okay? It was 600-some thousand people incarcerated when they wrote that bill. By the time Bill Clinton got out of office, it was 1.2 million, okay? Now, I'm not going to get caught up in the racial thing, you know what I'm saying, because it takes some everybody to make this thing go, right? Well, President Obama had a chance to do something about it. He did, and he looked like me and you. So let's just keep it real, right? Now, under Obama, we had Joe Biden as vice president. He wrote this crime bill, and he could have did something about it then. Now he's president, and he still ain't doing nothing about it because we done seen more people get incarcerated under Joe Biden. Today, it went from 1.9 to 2.6 under Biden. So, you know, they talk this Trump stuff, but Trump was the only one, and I don't get caught up in the politics, but Trump was the only one letting people out. Trump was the only one writing laws that favored you and I, okay? So y'all say he's racist, whatever. I just know that he was down with justice reform, okay? Right. So
let me say this right quick. I don't care if we're good mad. Trump did more for black people than Obama ever did. I'm done.
You can drop the mic. I know you're gonna make the people upset, but
but Mo, let me say this, man, because that terrorist bill that Bill Clinton signed, that terrorist bill didn't hurt nobody but black people. Them terrorists it didn't do shit to them terrorists. Them terrorists running around having a damn good time.
Right.
But the ones who got fucked up in that terrorist bill is the ones that's in prison right now, still in prison.
Look like me and you.
Yeah, people of color. You know what I'm saying?
Many of us went to jail in our early 20s and came out in our 50s. So many.
So they put to straighten out that terrorist bill, but the terrorist bill didn't hurt nobody but the people of color.
Just like that. Just remember that? Remember that 650 law? That 650 law was built to hurt us. That 650 law was built for us, was made for us.
There you go, man. There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
But I want you to understand, man, we need to find we don't need to keep continuing trying to find fault. What we need to do is just trying to find a solution.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And one of them is I just named a while ago about writing your congressmen, your senators, and everything. Get on top of that, man. For this vote coming up, man. There's a vote coming up, and I forgot the name of it, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get with Big Mo, and Big Mo gonna get everything back to you. You know.
Okay. Hey, Meeko, give me something in closing, brother. Look at the camera and tell the people what you want to know, man. Go on, let them have it.
Yeah.
We gonna close on out. Go on, let them have it.
Okay. Well, what I want to say is to those who believed in me, I know who you are. For those who talked about me, I know who you are. But it don't matter anymore because I'm doing God's work now.
My man. See.
And so all I want people to know is there's some good people still in prison. and they need to be out, and they'll do well out here, just like me. They'll do well out here, and I just want y'all to follow, well, me, because the microtimes of clemency is slowed down a little bit until the money you build back up again. But my voice gonna be out here. And I just want you to follow me, because if you ever see me with a politician or speak about a politician favorably, I'll put my life on it. And I wanted to tell you this. I appreciate this opportunity to speak before this particular forum. And I hope this is going to be the last time. And I just want you to know as well, I love my people. I love my people. But I don't think my people love themselves sometimes.
Right.
Because the hatred got to stop and the love got to start sometime. Thank you, Sid.
Amen. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, man.
What you got to say in closing, Rich? What you got to say in closing, man? You gonna get out of here.
I like to thank Michael for coming on today. He's always been a pleasure to always talk to you. You know that. Maurice, pleasure seeing you for the first time.
Thank you, brother.
It's good to know young men that serve their time and don't go back in. Salute you to your 11 years of being home free. Shout out for that. And to all of those that don't like the system, the best way to beat the system is not go in the system. They need
Stay out of it. Stay out of it. Stay out of it.
They need it. And Michael, I'm gonna be talking to you. I know I told you I was gonna be telling you about the No More Tears concert coming up, but I had a serious back injury. But I had to get out my bed today when my boy told me that you was coming on. I had to talk it up.
Right.
I had to come out of retirement.
Hey, Rich, I told him this is one of my dream Flint interviews. Him, Uncle Larry, Johnny Henderson. Them the three I want, and maybe somebody else I can't think right now, but them three I named. I wanted to flip some of my Flint people. You know what I'm saying?
T-Dales, let me ask you this. I'm sorry about that. So now that you done got the interview with Mr. Meeko, and this ain't fake. You know, we all respect this brother, man. I know we wrapping it up. Man, it's an honor for me, and I work with him and for him for the Aspire organization, and I feel like I'm interviewing him every day, and I'm learning every day, man. I'm still in a pinky moment, not just because he home, but man, his wealth of knowledge, man, and his humility, you would never tell that he was incarcerated. His passion is the only thing that's gonna tip that, you know, because we don't see brothers that ain't been incarcerated with that type of passion. But however, man, he's worth following, he's worth investing in, and like I said, I haven't even been able to accomplish none of the things that he has in 2 years. So just imagine if we give his brother rally behind him some more time. Just imagine what he did in 2 years, what he can do in two more after that. So that's what I have to say.
Hey, big homie, Meeko, I'm behind you 100%. Thank you for coming on the Fly After Dark, man. We speak for the streets. We keep it real, man. We don't do none of this. We don't tap dance. But most of the motherfuckers, we don't do none of that. Big on, we don't do none of that. Richard tell you, you know what I'm saying? We lay it on, you know what I'm saying? We keep it real, hey man. And I appreciate you, and I'll be getting with you soon. I'll get with you too, Maurice, and whatever y'all need me to do, I'm with y'all, man.
We need you. We need your support.
All right, y'all got it. Don't even worry about it. Hey man, we're gonna make the hood great again. We're gonna speak for the streets. What else I want to say? We playing chess. These white people playing chess. They ain't playing checkers. Y'all need to stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe smoking mirrors bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We out this shit. Peace.
thinking to myself, like, what the fuck is going on? Asking God for help, like, what the fuck I'm doing wrong? He ain't giving me no answers, I figured it out myself. Got tired of asking questions, I'm tired of looking for help. Man, I can't win for losing, I'm steady taking these losses. Had to bury greed and chinks, same week, 2 different coffins. Man, that shit'll traumatize you when it ain't trying to. Everybody shedding tears, you trying not to cry too. They say they feel my pain, but they don't know how much I'm hurting. Mama told me pray, it usually help, but it ain't working. Just to numb this pain, I'm popping Perkins.
You're now rocking with Terrence Sale on Flint's #1 online podcast, Flint After Dark. We speak for the streets.
It's your boy, Terrence Sales, a.k.a. Mr. Speak for the Streets, a.k.a. Big T, and you locked in to the #1 podcast in Flint, Michigan, Flint After Dark. We speak for the streets.
Bravery, you gone crazy. You are now tapped in with the most realist and controversial show on the net. Flint After Dark Podcast. We speak for the streets. We speak for the streets.